There's a TV on the ceiling, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever had a new patient come in that I've put back that hasn't been like, oh wow, there's a TV on the ceiling. And I'm like, yeah.
Dr. Tara here out in Chicago for none other than Dental Cribs, checking out some of the coolest practices here in the Windy City. And we're gonna start off our amazing trip with none other than Skyline Smiles.
Oh, hey guys. Come on in.
Welcome to our practice. So we started about 10 years ago, and this guy I met in dental school. We decided to basically come to Chicago together, start our office together. Our first office was in West Loop. How did we come up with Skyline Smiles? Do you remember?
I think I actually came up with that, actually.
I don't think so.
That's pretty much the only thing that I contributed in the beginning. Yeah, we opened in 21, about a year ago. This actually used to be a dental office before, but we basically turned it into a much better dental office, much more updated, and a lot of cool technology.
So I want to show you guys something that really gives a lot of flavor to most practices, but not a lot of them do it. Check out this wall. That is a statement piece.
What doesn't translate to the video is the wonderful aroma coming from our Joe Malone candle.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is actually the highlight. This is probably the most expensive thing in the office, actually. So anyways, yeah, that's the lobby.
So let's check out some of the tech that we have.
Yeah.
You guys gotta check out the CVCT. So let me say that as a dentist myself, you will learn some incredible things about your patients from a machine like this. 3D scanners are amazing, but imagine being able to find the anatomy of somebody's body, and you get these tiny, tiny little pieces of their face, their anatomy, see where things are at. Game changer.
I do a lot of the more simple, kind of straightforward single implant cases. So for that, we use the CVCT to kind of help with the three-dimensional planning of the implants. And then we can actually take an iTero scan, which is a digital representation of the soft tissue and the hard tissue of the teeth, and marry the two things together, and I can produce a surgical guide in cases where it's kind of like a very, very tight space to place the implant, and it has to be really, really precise.
I also use it for RCT.
Yeah, the problem with regular x-rays that you're probably used to is they're in 2 dimensions, right? So, but unfortunately, human beings are in 3 dimensions. Or I shouldn't say unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. I guess fortunately we're in 3 dimensions.
I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Is there is this Sabrina? Is this your?
Use that for.
I have no idea why those are here.
Those are for like whitening.
Then they've got the models. Can't forget these. Do you guys have a lot of peds patients here?
I see a decent amount of peds usually, but
Kiddos, yeah.
more at West Loop.
So this is a case that I actually did. Basically, this gentleman had some periodontially hopeless 23 and 26, and he wanted something fixed. But the remaining teeth aren't really strong enough to support a bridge, so we decided to do an implant bridge. Place 2 implants in the sites of 23 and 26, remove the teeth, and then place the implants the same day. It's a very thin ridge, so we need a surgical guide, right, to make sure that we're placing it in precisely the correct position. You pop the teeth out, pop the implants in, and he's good to go.
So this is the new iTero. So what's nice about this is it has like this infrared technology, so you can see class 2s a little bit nicer.
The best part is that it really cuts down on turnaround time, right? Because you don't have to ship something in and wait for it to arrive at the lab. It's literally instantaneous. And so also, I mean, you don't get as much distortion. I mean, literally what you're taking, it's like taking a photo of something. You're not gonna really mess that up the way you can with an impression with material that can run and kind of be placed improperly. So it's really great.
That PVS is only good for like 2 weeks, right? So that whole mail time and everything, it gets distorted. You have issues when a crown doesn't seat or your trays don't fit well.
Right.
Absolutely necessary for Invisalign, but definitely a plus for all your restorative as well.
This is everything. This is the kind of technology you want in your office. I'm telling you, we should steal this.
First time.
I mean, now I see why patients are like, whoa, are those my teeth?
What's really nice.
Now I'm like, wow, are these my teeth?
What's really nice is after, basically prior to the hygienist doing their cleaning, they scan the patient, they're able to show them exactly what like any malocclusions are, and we just leave this up there. So the patient's always thinking about, oh man, look at these look at these teeth that are a little crowded.
Right. Well, I think usually what they'll do is they'll have like the before and then like the after, and they'll just be like, oh, here's your before, here's where you could get.
So when the patient is sitting forward, they don't see a lot of stuff. A lot of this stuff is like visually scary.
That. Yeah, I don't want to see the tray. Don't show me that.
Yeah, high speed, like all the scary stuff.
Yeah,
We keep that behind there. So this is our surgical suite where he does most of his implants. I do a lot of root canals in here. It's basically just a nice silent area for our patients.
You can shut it off from the rest of the office and really just make the patient kind of feel a little more comfortable, like it's a little more quiet. You don't have all the hubbub of the outside going on and kind of distracting the patient. So I think it's a little more relaxing for me as a dentist, just coming in here and actually feel a little more relaxed, just everything sounds a little more quiet,
So this actually started as a 4-operatory place, and we noticed that we could squeeze another 5th operatory into it. One of the things we realized is we want to see more patients, right? So the best way to do that is more butts in chairs and more chairs.
Are you kidding me? These are their business cards. What are we doing wrong here? These are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are shooting?
A little bit, yeah. No worries.
Do you guys need a dentist? We're right here.
Yeah. Pop on over.